In this country, an estimated 150,000 people say they have psychic powers. So we've decided to put some of them to the ultimate test. We launched the largest ever national search for people who claim to be psychic. Now, we've asked them to come forward and prove to us and you that they've got something special. Diane Lazarus, last week's jury favourite from West Wales.
What I'm imagining now is the line going between, well, I'm seeing and hoping that they're going to match up really well.
She's talking about seeing lines connecting the pictures and then getting a tick for each one.
I feel there's been a few marriages and I'm trying not to look into his past, which is great. It's actually great fun as well.
Let's go and see if she changes her mind at all or sticks with it when she's got the couples in front of her. I'm going to ask the gentlemen who aren't placed correctly to move around to the right positions. Well done, Diane.
The result is truly remarkable. The odds of getting 5 out of 5 are more than 100 to 1.
I've got to say, personally, I would never put them together. Never. Psychically, they're together.
6 cells, 6 men, but only one is a real ex-con. Simon Hayday, who has had 64 convictions for fraud, car theft and drug offences, has now turned his back on a life of crime. The question is, can our psychics use their extrasensory powers to pick him out? Finally, it's Diane Lazarus. In previous tests, she's been quick to make up her mind. But this time, she seems curiously undecided.
Ooh. Five.
Diane is spot on once again.
Simply, I seen the word criminal above his head, the word record, and basically he's a nice guy overall. He's been there, done it many years ago, and he's a nice person now. So
9 years ago, Jo Markham lost her 23-year-old son Andrew in a tragic road accident. He was hit by a car and killed just 200 yards from his home after a night out. A commemorative plaque and bench now mark the spot where the fatal crash happened. Back home, Andrew's room remains exactly the way he left it on that fateful day.
And the first...
Diane seems to quickly sense the nature of what happened.
a car hit him.
Yeah.
His head was hurting. His head was hurting.
Yes.
And it's a terrible pain here.
Yeah.
It's like, where am I going to go? I feel sick.
But can she go one step further and take us to the precise location of the accident?
Been around here.
Okay.
But Diane too fails to identify the right location.
Jo, can I ask you
But then,
to fill in the...
in a dramatic moment, she begins to describe Andrew's room.
His room's still the same way. You haven't changed much to it at all. He still sits on his bed. His trainers, you would still have his trainers.
Yeah.
It's going on about his trainers, you still got them.
Yeah.
And sometimes you actually sit in his bed when you would cry, which is natural, I understand that.
Once again, Diane has come close to piecing together the story.
You were spot on about his room. Is still the same. The only difference is I put photos there where he had other things, but his room is still the same, and I do sit in there.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
Thank you.
We're here in Nottingham putting our 5 finalists who believe they're psychic to the test. Now, earlier you saw that their first challenge involves using their powers to find a soldier camouflaged and hidden deep in a forest.
Here we go.
Last to take the test is Diane Lazarus, and straight away she's on the right track.
I'm just trying to sense his energy at this point. I feel I gotta go ahead slightly and then... This is fun, isn't it? I'm mad or what? This. It's like, come out wherever you are. Hi.
Oh, yeah.
It's right up your street, this, isn't it?
It's lovely, it's great.
Mad. He's mad.
This result is truly astonishing. It has only taken Diane 7 minutes to find Barry. That's only 2 minutes more than the sniffer dog and 13 minutes faster than the trained soldier. For once, Philip has nothing but praise.
How she did it, I don't know, and I won't pretend to know, but I have to acknowledge that she did a really, really good job, and she was very direct. So 9 out of 10 for Diane, if not 10.
Even Barry is intrigued.
So how did you find me?
By listening to my inner voice, gut feeling. Inner voice, really, you know, psychic ability. The other half of the brain that people don't use. That's what I want to prove. That's why I'm here doing this challenge.
Well, the test in the forest, I've been waiting for this kind of test for a long time, Philip, and that, having watched Diane, was pretty amazing.
Yeah, Diane did really well, and it's, on a level, it's nice because it shows that when somebody does do something which they claim to be able to do, I'm the first to hold my hands up.